Yes, we also spent a number of hours exploring what was available to us in terms of maths resources on the internet, the department resource. We looked at the maths continuum that many staff hadn't used at all and had a lot of positive feedback on that, and teachers are now using the continuum to plan. We looked at assessment maps for moderation and assessment, and we had a look at the VELs as well. Finally, we had our curriculum day where we worked at looking at what different aspects of maths looked like across the schools. So what did place value look like in preps? What did teaching place value look like in grade 6? So that we had some kind of continuum ourselves of what needed, how it panned out across the school. And we did have a little video, but it's not going to work today. But it was a great day, and there was a lot of professional dialogue that day about those different aspects of the maths.
So our next step after the staff had been delivered the professional development was to enter in some of this peer coaching and teacher mentoring, things like that. Our school just this year was accredited with the performance and development culture, so I know our school is not as far along as a lot of other schools who've presented have been with this kind of thing. So we just started towards the end of last term, really small, and just asked teachers to work with their other grade partner to go in and view a maths lesson. And we suggested that to start with, the feedback would be that warm, fuzzy feedback, just to have teachers comfortable with other teachers in their grade and watching them and trying to get across that it was a non-threatening situation. So Sally and I developed just a template that provided that we gave to the staff, which provided for the information for the visiting teacher, so they would have a context for what sort of a lesson they were going into, and to try and identify some of the outcomes of the lesson in terms of the teaching, not for the children, but in terms of the teaching, what the teacher was hoping to achieve from the lesson. And also afterwards, it provided a little bit of structure for that professional discussion to happen afterwards. So it just gave a few guidelines, and we're still very new to it as well, so just hope what our thoughts were, I guess, on what we thought would be a good way to go about it. So we started that. We've had some difficulties. Some teachers are still quite reluctant, and we're struggling with sort of how do we get them to do it, or, and how do we ensure that they do it and have that professional conversation afterwards, which is where the value is. So in terms of our achievement for this year, Sally and I are really proud of what we've done, and we're proud of the staff at our school. We've come a long way. I think our number one achievement has been a change in the timetable, where we used to basically have an hour session between recess and lunchtime for maths. We've changed that, which obviously always ended up about 45 minutes by the time you sorted out the playground dramas after recess and things. So we've now changed our lunchtime to 1 o'clock, so there's an hour and a half now gap for maths. So that has been a huge advantage, because teachers were finding that we could do the launch and the explore part, the summarise, which is one of the most important parts, was getting left out because the bell for lunch had gone, basically.